Today, we're trying some of the most viral TikTok candy recipes, starting with Nerds gummy clusters, and you only need 2 ingredients, gummy bears and Nerds. So let's get started. For some reason, I thought making Nerds gummy clusters was gonna be a lot harder, but in the video, it seemed pretty easy. We're gonna start by pouring our Nerds into a tray. Next, we're going to melt some gummy bears, whatever flavor you want. I didn't even know they had wild berry until I saw it at the store. So I wanna give these a try and see what they taste like. In the video, they did use 2 cups of gummy bear, but I'm just going to be doing 1 cup, and we're going to pop it in the microwave for 60 seconds. Well, that was less time than I expected. It actually took 40 seconds to completely melt everything. Now we're going to transfer it into a cup with a Ziploc bag. Very quickly, we're gonna pour it in here. Now let's cut the tip of the Ziploc bag. Perfect, and we're going to make little circles on top of the Nerds. Ooh, careful, this is very hot. I'm gonna do one last one. Now we're just going to cover it with the Nerds. Oh my God, this is a disaster. Look at how sticky this is. I have to work faster with this. They are looking pretty similar if you ask me. Look at that. Oh my God, they look so good. And just like that, we have homemade Nerds gummy clusters. Now here comes the fun part. Let's try them. The wild berry gummy bears hits different. Honestly, guys, I think I like these a lot better than the original ones because the flavor that the wild berry gummy bear gives this is so delicious. I can taste the berry, I can taste the strawberry. It's more fruity, more tropical. We're starting the video pretty strong. I'm gonna rate this recipe 9 out of 10. Now let's move on to the next one. We're going to attempt to make the super viral blue ras gushers. Now, if you're like Jason and you're really not on TikTok, you probably don't know what these are, but these are really viral blue raspberry gushers that are supposed to be extremely sour. Now, the only bad part is that they are $30 on TikTok Shop. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, let me make my own. So all you need is, of course, gushers, blue raspberry sour candy, blue raspberry baby bottle pop, and last but not least, blue raspberry juicy drop pop. Because I want these to be extremely sour, I'm only going to be using 2 little bags of gushers. In the bowl they go. Let's squeeze in the juicy drop pop. If you guys have ever tried this candy, you know this is sour, but it's gonna get even more sour with this right here, the Slime Slicker Squeeze Sour Candy. And of course, it has to be blue raspberry flavor as well. I'm gonna use about half of the bottle. Ooh, see this one? This looks like it's definitely going to be a lot more sour than the other one. Last but not least, we're going to be using the baby bottle pop powder to completely coat the gushers. Okay, if you've seen the TikTok ones, these are looking pretty similar. I'm gonna use a lid and we're gonna give it a good shake. Oh my God, my mouth is watering. I have to try this. Cheers. Okay, I can confirm that these are extremely sour. Oh my God, is that delicious. It's so sour, but then you bite into the gusher, the explosion of the watermelon flavor. Wow.
Okay. You're hyping it up. Now I need to try this.
You're gonna love this, especially because you love blue raspberry. I have to go in for seconds.
This is so good.
I think this definitely beats the homemade Nerds gummy clusters. This is gonna be our first 10 out of 10 recipe in this video. For this next one, we're making Mexican orange candy. Super easy. All you need is an orange, fruit by the foot, and the last 2 ingredients, chamoy and tajín. Step number 1, in the video, they peeled the orange and they fully covered it with fruit by the foot. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Whenever I see TikTok recipes, I literally always wonder, how do people make up this stuff? Like, how did this person think I'm going to be making an orange fully covered in fruit by the foot, then cover it with chamoy and tajín? But honestly, it does sound amazing, especially for me, guys, because I grew up eating very spicy and sour candy. So whenever I see things like this, automatically my mouth starts watering. I'm going to be adding 1 more fruit by the foot so I can completely cover the entire orange. Now that the orange is fully covered, we're going to completely cover it with chamoy. I'm gonna go heavy with the chamoy. Last step, let's cover it with the tajin. I put the tajin in a smaller bowl so I can make it easier. Kind of just swivel it around and make sure it's fully coated. Wow, that looks exactly like in the video. Look at that, here's a close-up. Now in the video, they did squeeze some lime on top for that extra sourness, of course. I'm gonna do the same thing. Cheers. Wow. So much going on. I'm like, what is going on right now? Wow. The orange is so juicy, so sweet. Then you get that extra sweetness from the fruit by the foot. Then there's the chamoy, and then the spiciness and the sourness of the tajin, and then I squeeze the lime. Listen, if you love Mexican candy, if you love sour things, spicy things, tamarind, definitely give this a try because you're going to love it. I'm going to rate this 9.5 out of 10. Up next, we're going to be making a blueberry bark. I feel like we've been doing a lot of candy, a lot of chamoy, a lot of spiciness. So we need something to balance it out a little bit more on the healthier side. So we're going to be making this viral blueberry bark. Now this looks super, super easy to make. Literally just 2 ingredients, a blueberry and some melting chocolate. And that's literally it. I think the only part where we're going to actually put in some work is laying out the blueberries because you want to make sure they're laid out nice and perfect so it can be in the shape of like a chocolate bar. So let's do that. I think I'm going to do 5 blueberries in each row. Now you want to make sure your blueberries are completely dry, guys, and there is no moisture because if not, it's not going to completely dry up with the chocolate. Here goes the last blueberry. I'm not gonna lie, that probably took a good 3 minutes because you want to make sure all of the blueberries are aligned and it's the perfect rectangle shape. Now here comes the easy part. We're going to pour the chocolate over the blueberries. Perfect. You want to make sure you cover the entire center, and the ones that are in the edge, cover them halfway. We're almost done. Doing a little bit more to make sure all the blueberries stick together. I feel like I need a little bit more on this edge over here. Just a tad bit more. Perfect. Now we have to let it cool down so that chocolate can set and it can get nice and hard.
5 minutes later.
It looks like the chocolate is hardened, so let's see. It should come off easily from the parchment paper. Whoa, look at that. Oh my God. Okay, let's try it. Shut up. This is so freaking good. Listen, I was biting into it. Of course, I can taste the chocolate, but then it's like the blueberries were just like exploding into my mouth. It was so fruity, so refreshing. The chocolate is not too much. It's like the perfect amount of chocolate with the refreshingness and the juiciness of the blueberries. This is really good. I'm gonna rate this recipe 7.5 out of 10. Since we're already working with chocolate, next we're going to be making sweet chips and salsa. So for our salsa, we have diced strawberries, and for our chips, we're going to be making chips out of chocolate. So I'm taking the same melting chocolate I used earlier. I have some parchment paper here. I'm going to add some to the parchment paper and make them into the shape of a chip. We're gonna do a second one. I'm gonna make a total of 4. Here goes the third one and the last one. All done. Now we're gonna pop them in the freezer for about 5 minutes. All right, guys, our chocolate is ready. Now, again, we have our salsa, which is diced strawberries. In the video, they also added some whipped cream on the side. Why? I have no idea, but it does look delicious, so we're gonna do the exact same thing. Perfect. Let's take the chocolate. We're going to dip it in the strawberry. First, I wanna just try it with the strawberry.
So this is basically chocolate covered strawberries, but in a different way.
In a different way. I was literally just thinking that. Did you see how I was like, this is literally just chocolate covered strawberry, but in a more fun way, like a different little snack. Now I want to try it with the strawberries and the cream. I think with the whipped cream is going to give it a different flavor, so let's see. Okay. It definitely adds a lot more creaminess, but at the end of the day, it still tastes like a chocolate covered strawberry. Creativity-wise, I'm going to rate this a 10 out of 10 because it's definitely such a unique way and fun way to eat a chocolate covered strawberry, but flavor-wise, literally tastes like a chocolate covered strawberry, and I do love chocolate covered strawberries, so I'm gonna rate it 10 out of 10. For the next candy recipe, we're going to make a tanghulu. I have made tanghulu plenty of times here in my channel, but this time we're going to be making it with Starburst instead instead of sugar. Whenever I saw this, I was like, oh my God, that is genius, especially because I love Starburst. Now in the video, the girl did melt all 4 different flavors from the Starburst bag, except I'm going to narrow it down to my 2 top favorite flavors, which is obviously the pink Starburst and the red one. Comment down below which one is your favorite Starburst flavor. I also already have my strawberries and my grapes and skewers. Step number 1 is, now that we have the Starburst ready, we're going to pop them in the microwave until they're completely melted. Okay guys, they are fully melted. I want to say I put each flavor for about 1 minute and 20 seconds in the microwave. Now we're going to start first with the pink flavor, and I'm going to dip first some of the strawberries. Now when you work with tanghulu or melted candy, you want to work with it really fast because it dries up immediately. We're gonna let it drip. Perfect. I have a piece of parchment paper here. We're going to place it in the parchment paper. We're gonna do the exact same thing now with a strawberry. Guys, I can just imagine the flavor of the strawberry with the pink Starburst. Something tells me it's gonna be delicious. Let's dip in the strawberry.
That looks so good.
It does. Look, let it drip a little bit. Again, place it on the parchment paper, and we do the exact same thing with the red flavor now. Make sure to fully coat both of the grapes, and then we do the same thing with the strawberry. There we go. Perfect. Now we're just going to let these cool down and harden for, I want to say, maybe like 3 to 4 minutes. Look how delicious these look. I want everyone to please be quiet. We need a moment of silence because we're going to do a little tapping and ASMR moment. They're gonna be so crunchy. Okay, I wanna try the red one, but my heart says the pink one, so we're gonna go for it. First, we're gonna start with the strawberry and pink Starburst. Here's a close-up. Let's try it. What happened to the crunchiness? What happened? This was crunchy though, and the pink one is not. Oh my God. My heart is shattered right now because I tasted a little bit of the pink Starburst with the strawberry and it tasted so good. I don't care. I'm still gonna bite into it and try to get some of that pink Starburst with the strawberry. Never mind, I take it back. It is so sticky, it's all over my teeth. Now let's try the red one. So freaking good. As you guys saw, the red one was super crunchy, so it's so weird that the pink one was smushy. I think I just needed to let it sit a little bit longer, but it's so weird because I dipped both of them at the same time. But anyways, let's try the pink grapes. Hopefully we have better luck with these. No. The grape is so warm. This was a complete fail.
Different
ingredient for the pink one than the red one. You're right. It's still so gooey. Look at that. That is so weird, guys. Okay, the recipe itself did not work for me. It definitely worked on the video, but for me, it did not work only on the red strawberry. Flavor-wise though, freaking amazing. So overall, I'm gonna rate this recipe, I'm gonna say 5 out of 10. For our last candy recipe, we're making the viral angel hair chocolate bar. If you guys are on TikTok, you guys know that the process of making angel hair is extremely hard and it takes a lot of time and patience, something that I don't have. So I did see that a lot of people, instead of making the angel hair, they were adding cotton candy inside of the chocolate bar, and I was like, genius. That is perfect for me because it's gonna be nice and easy. So I already have my cotton candy, I have my chocolate mold, I also already have my melting chocolate. You guys can use whatever colors you want. I have pink and I also have yellow. Step number 1, we're going to melt this chocolate so we can use it to drizzle the bottom of the chocolate bar. Once the chocolate is fully melted, we're going to drizzle it in the bottom of the chocolate mold. Here you kind of just want to do whatever design you want. I'm just going to do like the typical drizzles that everyone does, and I'm going to do the same thing for my second chocolate mold because I'm doing one for right now and one for later. Once we're done with our little drizzle design, we're going to let it harden for, I want to say, maybe like 2 minutes. It shouldn't take that long. In the meantime, I'm going to start melting my second chocolate. Well guys, that was a fail. I have no idea what went wrong, but the yellow chocolate completely hardened up. I must have done something wrong. Good thing I had a backup melting chocolate kit. So I melted this one, and this is the one we're going to be using for the chocolate bar. We're gonna pour it in the mold. And And that should be good enough. Now, I've seen what the little trick they do is they usually tap it and they make sure to evenly spread it all over the mold. Now, it should look something like this. We're gonna pop it in the freezer so it can completely harden. Here comes the fun part. Now that the chocolate is hardened, we're going to be adding our cotton candy. Now, I've seen videos of people adding a lot of cotton candy, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I was afraid of adding too much, but I see everyone going crazy with the cotton candy. Final step, we're gonna add all of the melting chocolate so we can fully cover the entire chocolate mold. Once you're done, your chocolate mold should look something like this. And once again, we're going to pop it in the freezer for about 2 minutes. Time to demold the chocolate. Oh my God, I'm so nervous right now. Let's see. Oh my God, are you seeing this? I did that. It looks so beautiful. But most importantly, I just want to cut this in half and see how the cotton candy looks. So here we go. Wow, that looks amazing. Let's try it. Hold on, wait a minute. That is actually so good. The cotton candy is blue raspberry flavor, so it's like a little sour. The chocolate is so creamy, so chocolatey, it's sweet. This is a good combo. I'm gonna take another bite. It's the way that the cotton candy just melts in my mouth. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rate this recipe 8.5 out of 10. Guys, I also want you to comment down below which one of the recipes that I tried in today's video was your favorite one. And if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys wanna keep watching more videos, make sure to click these videos here around me. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.